If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in gate measurement series. So today we will be solving again 5 questions starting from question number 86 up to question number 90. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Okay student, in question number 86, the power consumed by a balanced 3-phase 3-wire load is measured by 2 wattmeter method. The first wattmeter method reads twice that of the second, then the load impedance angle in radian is. So they are asking 1 wattmeter is twice of the second. So if your wattmeter 1 reading suppose 2x, wattmeter 2 will be x, or you can take x, 2x, whatever. So you know the power factor angle. So they are asking load impedance. The load impedance angle is nothing but the power factor angle. That is the load impedance means R plus jx, that is your z. If you give supply to a load z, so that angle between V and I, so that is the same theta, that is in impedance triangle. You have known this is impedance triangle, this is you can say power triangle. So all these angles are that power factor angle, that is theta. So you need to find that phi, that is the angle between V and I. So it is tan phi is equal to root 3 W1 minus W2 by W1 plus W2. So if you do this one, you will be getting 1 by root 3, that is phi is equal to 30 degree, and that is pi by 6 radian. That is your option C. Now if you come to 87, the low power factor meter, wattmeter of power factor 0.2 having 3 voltage setting, this and 2 current setting, 5 ampere and 10 ampere. We have seen in the wattmeter backside or in some wattmeter in upside, you will find this type of settings. You can set the voltage range, current range, and the full scale reading is 150, not what they have mentioned, that the scale is highest point is 150. So that is the full scale reading it can measure. If the wattmeter is used with 150 voltage setting and 10 ampere current setting, then the multiplying factor, you know what is the MF in the connections they have given. If you connect to this, then my MF is this. You might have done in your laboratories. So if wattmeter with voltage this setting and current this settings, so you have to see what is the maximum. If it is 150 volt or 10 ampere means maximum it can measure 150 volt 10 ampere current, and its power factor is 0.2 also. So what is the maximum power that it can measure? 150 into 10 into 0.2, Vi cos phi. So it will be 2, that is 300 watt. So this is the maximum power it can measure. And what is the maximum reading that the meter shows? This is the reading, this is the needle it shows. So maximum it can go up to 150. So maximum 150 it is, that should be equivalent to your maximum watt that you are measuring. You are measuring 300 watt, and here maximum is it can go 150. So 150 should reflect you 300. So if you get 150, then what you will do, by how much you should multiply it to get it 300, that is your MF. So that means your MF is 2. So you need to multiply by 2. Whatever reading you get, you multiply by it, you will get it. Because maximum is 150, that reflects 300. So if you get 100, that means it will be equivalent to 200 watt. So that is MF. Now if you come to 88, the 3-phase balanced load which has a power factor this much is connected to a balanced supply. The power consumed by the load is this much. The power is measured by 2 wattmeter method. The reading of the wattmeters are. So power factor is given and total power is given. So total power, you know, W1 plus W2 is given 5, and power factor that is cos phi is given 0.707, which implies your phi is equal to 45. Now you have a formula, tan phi is equal to root 3 W1 minus W2 by W1 plus W2. So from here W1 plus W2 is given, so you will get a tan 45 is 1 and this is 5, so 5 by root 3 is your W1 minus W2. So you got this one and you got this. So you solve these two equation, easy. You add this to W2 will get cancelled. So if you add 1 and 2, 1 plus 2, then you will get your W1 W2. I am writing directly. W1 is 3.94 you will get, and obviously from the option you can say 3.94 is 1 only, and another one will be 1.06 because total is 5. So this is your option A. So one is direct total power and one is using that tan phi formula. Now if you come to 89, the coils of the wattmeter have resistance this much and this much. 0.01 obviously will be the series one, and 100 one will be the parallel one. Because in series if you put the highest, so all losses will be there only. So you will not get any load, okay, any power in there, everything will be consumed there. So series resistance should be very small, so the drops are very small, losses are very small. Inductance may be neglected. The wattmeter is connected as shown in the figure to measure the power consumed by a load which draws 25 ampere. So this current is 25 ampere with a power factor that is given 0.8 power factor. The voltage across the terminals is 30. So this voltage is 30 volt. Okay, the percentage error in the wattmeter reading. So why error is there? Because the current that you are taking IL, the voltage it is measuring 30, because the voltage coil, this is your voltage coil, it is connected across this, so it will be measuring 30 volt. But the current that is measuring by current coil is this IL plus IP, actual current plus this is the current that is measured by the current coil CC. So due to which, because the current measurement is erroneous, it is involving this current also, so that's why error is coming in the measurement. So let us calculate how much current it is measuring, then we will proceed. So first you say, because this current will not be in phasor, because it is purely resistive, you have taken only resistance 1000, so IP will be directly in phase with 30 volt, but this IL will not be in phase because the power factor is there, so it will lag this. So these two addition, IL plus IP, it is not DC addition, it will be factor addition. So that you have to be careful. One question we have solved of this type, that was a unity power factor. So in that case we could have added these two, because unity power factor means it is in phase with V. So that's why here vector you have to use. So V is equal to, let me take it 30 angle 0. So what will be IL? IL is 25 at an angle of minus cos inverse 0.8. Why minus? Because it is lagging. Power factor of 0.5. So let us take his minus. So whatever, if it is leading lagging, that will also doesn't make sense. Everything ultimately it will be added with a resistive current, that is I angle 0. So 25 angle minus 36.86. So now if you go, what is your IP? IP is equal to your 30 angle 0 divided by the impedance that branch. Impedance is 100, only resistance. So that's what I was telling. So it will be 0.03 at an angle of 0. So what will be the current that is measured by current coil, that is IL plus IP. So you have to add it vectorically. So 25 angle minus 36.86 plus 0.03 angle 0. So in that computerized calculator that they will provide, you will not be able to directly convert it into rectangular. So you have to know how to convert it in rectangular. For now you can do it in scientific calculator, but in that calculator it may not be feasible. So it is 25 cos and 25 sin, that you have to remember. It is 25 cos 36.86 minus j 25 sin 36.86. Why minus? Because the angle is minus, so sin minus will give you a minus, and it is 0.03. So cos it is 0.8, if real will be added. If you do this one, and then finally if you convert it again into polar, how you will convert it into polar, I think you know all this. In complex number you can see. So in mathematics portion, where I am covering that basic module of complex number, I am not covered. I am on coordinate geometry now. After completing coordinate, I will go to complex number. Then you can see in the basic module, you can find this one, how to convert this polar to rectangular, rectangular to polar. Okay, this is the current that is measuring. This is the voltage that is measuring. This is also the voltage of the pressure coil. Pressure coil is also sensing same voltage. So what will be the power it will measure? What is actual power? Actual power is VI cos phi. Power actual is V is 30, current is 25, cos phi is 0.8. So this is the actual power, 600 watt. Now what you are measuring? Power of the wattmeter is VPC 30, IPC 20, ICC 25.024, and cos this angle 36.818. Power factor is this now, 0 and this. So if you add this, you will get 600.983. This much watt. So they are asking you in percentage, what is the error in percentage? So in percentage, how much it will be? 600.983 measured minus actual divided by measured into 100. So if you do it, it will be plus, because it is measuring higher side. So it is plus 0.1639%. You can do it, you will do it. If you do, you will find it. Now if you come to 90, the voltage and current across the loads are as follows. This. So the average power. So this one we have already solved. The same frequency component will come into the picture of the power. The others will not come. So voltage is here of frequency omega. So current of same frequency will come into the picture. These currents will not come, will not contribute in power. So the power will be 100 by root 2 this voltage, RMS voltage, into current RMS, VI, then cos phi, cos angle between these two. So it will be 1000, that is 500, and half, that is 250. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.